Greetings, I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and I'm playing another horror game based on a famous horror film. In this case, Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the Atari 2600. Apparently it was made by a wizard. Okay. Like any Atari 2600 game, it's incredibly simple. The concept is basic. You play as Leatherface, and you kill women, I guess. And they make really annoying sounds when they die. And they also make really annoying sounds while they're alive. It looks like I'm chasing Charlie Brown with hair, but yeah, the face looks odd in this game. He's mostly blue, and his head looks like a pumpkin. Yeah, not really accurate, but again, the Atari 2600 came out more than 3 decades ago. It's very old, and of course the technology is incredibly limited. Apparently, her hair goes up when she dies or something. It's very hard to tell what the corpses are supposed to be doing. I don't know why they decided to even have certain sounds, like the sound of the women screaming. It's kind of annoying, especially since I'm hearing it through headphones. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like he has a really messed up arm, but no, that's his chainsaw. Eventually you run out of fuel, and that means you die. And you have 3 lives. But some of these women, for some reason, give you fuel when they die, so I guess it's just... Really annoying thing is that they like to sidestep you and just run in the other direction. And there's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know why there's so many women on the Sawyer farm, but whatever. There's some obstacles in the way that you have to avoid, like fences. Also, Franklin's wheelchair. I know there's supposed to be cow skulls, but they look more like ghosts. There's some grass you also need to avoid, and if you get stuck on it, you're stuck, and you have to just destroy it, I guess. Yeah, there's just not much to talk about in this game. It's just incredibly simple. For some reason there's lives, but they're kind of pointless because you run out of fuel anyway. Well, I guess since you can get more fuel by killing, they have sort of a point. But there's no levels or anything. It just goes on forever until eventually you run out of all your lives. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite fucking horror movie. It is just such an amazing fucking horror movie. I mean, it's just perfect. Like, it's just, man, you just can't get better than that movie as far as horror movies go. Well, there's some technically better horror movies, but just that specific one is my fucking favorite. It's just, in the distance you can see the Sawyer farm, I guess, or just something, and there's like a little truck. The best you can do. This came out when Texas Chainsaw Massacre was in the middle of a long hiatus. I mean, there was no franchise at this point. There was just the one movie, and that's it. And then there was this game. But eventually they made the sequel, but this came out a few years before the sequel, so for some reason I'm going faster. I don't know if it's because I have like a power-up or something somehow. But yeah, all you do in this game is just rack up a high score. That's it. That's all there is. I don't really see the point in going back and playing Atari 2600 games beyond just going on a good old nostalgia trip. There's some decent Atari 2600 games, but generally there's just, like, games didn't get really good to me until, like, the NES, because Atari 2600, only one button, and that's it. And you get hit when you get a game over. You get kicked in the ass by the, I guess that's a woman. Well, yeah, she's got breasts, apparently. It's, weird hairstyle, though. Okay, I'm gonna play another round, though. Or at least try to reset. Okay, there we go. I just love hearing that scream. It's music to my ears. I think I got 1,100 points that last round, though. I guess that's... I don't know if that's good by this game's standards, but I'd say it's probably not that bad. I mean, the game just seems to be completely based on random chance. Like, the way the girls spawn and the stuff spawns around you, you just gotta hope that you don't get screwed over. It's not like... Sometimes there'll be a girl that you can go after and kill. Sometimes there won't be. It goes without saying that this was an incredibly controversial game, apparently. Just like the movie it was based on. I only got 1,000 points in that one life. That's shameful. I think I got, like, at least more than that. But it's hard to see why it was controversial if you play it today. This would be a fucking E-rated game. Like, you can't tell that there's like, you have to use your imagination. You can't tell that you're killing anything. Like, it's just, you just gotta play this game on faith and just take the developer's word for it that you are playing as Leatherface and that you are killing women. And you're not just some blob-like creature like touching other blobs that eventually transform and disappear. The controls aren't very responsive for some reason. Yeah, I can hear you. You don't have to keep screaming. Look at those huge-ass trees in the background. They're bigger than the... Yeah, they're farther away than the house, but they're bigger than them. It's pretty insane. Ooh, I got a little more fuel from that kill. I guess Leatherface's chainsaw runs on blood, which makes total sense, honestly. Gonna run past that spooky ghost right there. Ah, man. Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty much just a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game in name only. It's because it's... You wouldn't even... Like, if you gave this to someone who was just the biggest fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they didn't know anything about this game, though. They were just a big fan of the original movie, and you had them play this game, and you said, this is based on a movie. Guess what movie it is? They probably would not be able to figure it out. You can't tell that he's carrying a chainsaw. It looks more like some kind of... It looks like a pipe, kind of. Or actually, it looks like he's got a sink coming out of him. Look at it. That's a sink. And he rotates the sink. It's not a chainsaw at all. It's just a sink. I was wondering what that looked like. He's just carrying around a sink. Actually, I think I'm playing as, like, just a living sink. With a pumpkin on it. With legs and shit. I'm not playing as Leatherface, I'm just playing as a fucking sink. Oh yeah, I'm on my last life here. That's good. You're inevitably going to die. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's an arcade style game. Eventually you just lose. So, I suppose some arcade games can go on forever. But I don't know how you can just... I'm like, there's going to be a point where you're gonna have to stop playing this game, either because you don't want to play it anymore, or you run out of time. I don't know if I'm doing great or bad. It's very hard to tell, but I got kicked in the ass. But that's going to happen eventually. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, okay, we're gonna play the third round. Because I need to get as much from this game as possible for a video. Try to be as thorough as fucking possible. There's just so much you can see in this game. And by that I mean there's only so much you can see in this game. There's just not a whole lot. Oh look, there's Franklin's wheelchair again. Yeah, there's just... You just can't... There's... The Texas Chainsaw Massacre didn't really have much going for it in its franchise. Like, out of... Like... it has very few movies compared to a lot of its contemporaries. In the original series, like before they started the whole remake thing, there was only 4 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. Compare that to Halloween. There was 8 Halloween movies in its original series. There were like 11 Friday the 13th movies in its original series. There were fucking okay, let me think. How many Nightmare on Elm Street movies did they make? Okay, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, there was 8 Freddy movies. So, yeah, all those guys got tons of movies in their original franchises before they got rebooted or remade or whatever. Leatherface, though, he just got 4 movies, and then they did the remakes. But they made a few remakes, though. They made, or whatever in their remake series. There's 7 total Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. But the point is, there wasn't a lot going on in the franchise for a while. It was more than 10 years until the sequel came out, and that was the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie in the 80s, and then they went to the 90s and made a couple. But yeah, not a whole lot of activity, which explains why there wasn't an NES Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. Honestly, the only real thriving franchise in the 80s was Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Made quite a few movies during a short span of time. Slashers were huge in the 80s. I don't know why the 80s specifically, and then they just faded away. I guess maybe it's just because it was this new thing, and eventually when you get so much of this new thing, people just get sick of it, and you see less of them. But the slasher movies are still made, of course, but they're all, I'd say they're probably generally even worse than the ones in the 80s now, and of course they're almost always direct-to-video. You see them in a fucking Redbox. But slasher movies still get made, but not many really great ones out there. I'm just this game is so simple, I'm not even thinking about playing it. I'm just sort of pressing a button and moving around, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's I can, this isn't like the other games where I have trouble talking and playing at the same time, where I have to come up with shit to say and also play the game, try to play the game well. No, it's just, the game is so simple, I don't have to think all that hard at all. It's honestly kind of therapeutic in a way. Actually, as far as Atari 2600 games go, it's honestly not that bad. The great thing is that I don't, people are telling me to make other parts for the other horror games I played, other Let's Play parts. This one, I don't know if that's totally necessary, since there's just one screen in this game, and there's not anything to see. And I died again. I'm holding my cross. I guess... How long have I been playing? When did I get started? I don't know if I should stop. I can go for another round. Whatever. I think I might be addicted to this game. I don't know. I'm sure all of you would just love to see me keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm sure this is just the most exciting Let's Play you've ever seen. Got my, and I'm sure it's so fun to listen to. You're hearing my voice on top of just the most annoying Atari 2600 noises you can possibly hear. It's just pleasant to listen to. Just a dream. Okay. I don't know why there's just fences just lying around like that. Just in the middle of nowhere. And I wonder why there's so many wheelchairs all over the place. How many paraplegics just decided, I'm just gonna get up and start walking around? Okay. So many Franklins. Okay. kind of looks like covered in shit when they die. Okay, come over here. Come and get my sink. Oh, wait. Yeah, when you die, whoever you were chasing just disappears. Because it's the next round. You know, I could see myself playing this for several hours. You know, I was sort of feeling not so great about this game at first, but this is the perfect Let's Play game because it's just so simple. You could just, it doesn't matter if I, like, there's honestly no gauge for, like, you can't really look really cool playing this game. You can't, like, I see people playing some games, and I'm just like, wow, they're just so much better than me. There's no way you can play this game and just impress people by how good you are at it. Even if you are good at this game, there's no way to look good at playing it beyond just that little score there. Like, everyone's gonna run this same exact way. They're gonna press the same button. There's only so much you can do in this game. Like, someone who looks good playing this and someone who totally sucks at it, it's the same. It's just, it doesn't even fucking matter. There's another Atari 2600 game based on another horror movie made by the same company, Wizard, called Halloween. And I'm gonna play that next. And it seems to be more of a game, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. I haven't played it. But I know enough about it. I knew about this game. Okay. Looking for more people to sink. I'm gonna die soon. Yeah, I'm dead. Or I just ran out of fuel. Come on, just do something. Come on. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Like, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this video and say I suck unless they heard me say I don't think anyone's gonna watch this and say I'm sucking, and then they're just gonna say, oh yeah, he just challenged me to say he sucks at this game. So yeah, now I'm probably gonna get people who say I suck at this game just in the comments. I guess maybe when you're on your last life, you speed up, I don't know. Or maybe certain people speed you up. I gotta stop. Now I'm kinda sucking, because I keep hitting stuff. Come on over here, Charlie Brown. Oh, come on. Actually, I don't know, I'm sort of getting a Barney Rubble vibe, or Fred Flintstone vibe from that person. I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm about to die again. I don't know, part of me is wondering if I could just do another round. I just feel like I could just keep playing this game. Like, I just feel like this is just the funnest I've ever had playing an Atari 2600 game. I think I beat my score right there. So at least there's that. Okay, 5th round. I'm gonna do this one more fucking time. Because it's refreshing playing one of these, because I played the Nightmare on Elm Street game, the Friday the 13th game, and, you know, I wasn't doing great. I played badly in the title. This, I don't think I need to do that, because it's just so, it's so basic. Like, there's no way you could suck at this game. Like, it's just impossible. You just press a button, you move around, but, you know, this is deeper than most iPhone games. I can say that much. Because with most iPhone games, it's the same thing. You move around and you press a button, only it's on your fucking screen. Yeah, this is one of the I guess this is one of the better horror games. Like, it's not great, like, you know, I'm not suggesting you go out and buy this fucking game. Like, play it on an emulator. I'm playing it on an emulator. I'm not ashamed to say I'm playing this on an emulator. I don't have a fucking Atari 2600 anymore. I have, like, those, like, fucking, like, when you go on, like, QVC or whatever the network is called, you can buy, like, Atari 2600 throwback consoles, which have just a bunch of Atari 2600 games on them. You can play it that way. I have one of those things, but I don't have an Atari 2600. And I also definitely don't have this fucking game. This game is hundreds of dollars. Like, I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on this. And Wizard is out of business now anyway, so it's not like someone's gonna fucking sue me over this. I'm getting, like, angry for no reason. Like, I'm just saying, like, I fucking challenge someone to come and sue me for this shit. Like, it even doesn't even look like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. It just has the title. There's no music or anything. There's, like, the film company that owns the rights couldn't even fucking sue me over this. Like, maybe someone will. I don't know. I might end up getting a cease and desist letter. Just gotta keep playing. Gotta just keep murdering. Maybe I'm just addicted to killing. Because this is out of the Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th games, this is the only one that lets you get to play as a killer. And maybe I'm just addicted to that. Maybe I'm just addicted to killing. Maybe it was right to make this game controversial at the time. Like, it turns you into a murderer. It's like playing fucking Grand Theft Auto and you're just murdering people. Yeah, you can do the missions. You don't have to kill people, but there's just something compelling about killing in a video game. Maybe video games do make you violent. Why is it... Just move. Well, I'm dead. Huh. Well, okay, I'm done playing. I need to go to rehab now because I think I'm just gonna keep playing this game. Yeah, you know what? One more round. Let's go. Ha!